back to that first lockdown and talk to us about the impact, both personally and professionally, that had on you and the other members of your team in terms of how you were going to move forward, or what the world was going to look like for the next while.
It was initially just really disappointing, because one of our main targets is to build audience figures, new audience development, box office income, all of that. We were doing so well, and think back to say it was the 1920 season, because we run in seasons from September through to the end of May every year, and everything had pretty much sold out. We were having one of the most successful seasons, and then that was it. We got the info that everything had to shut, and we had 7 or 8 concerts left, which obviously we couldn't go ahead and do. Yeah, I have to say, during lockdown I've never worked as hard. It was much harder, because everything, as you know, it's email, phone, Zoom. You can't just get up and walk across the room and have a chat or shout, as I would regularly do across the room. So it was like, well, what are we going to do? So we're very lucky in that, so letters had to be written out to everyone that had tickets for the remaining concerts, and I have to say, the wonderful public, a lot of people donated the value of those tickets and didn't ask for refunds, because that was income that we really needed. On the digital side of things, the orchestra we've done the usual social media, Facebook posts, Twitter, Instagram, didn't really do a lot on YouTube. And again, around filming and licenses and player contracts and all, again, that's another minefield.
Sure.
But we had to do something to maintain engagement with the numbers of people that we had built up, and to try to expand our reach, and just to keep the orchestra in the mind's eye of everyone. And I was actually speaking at a social media conference Belfast a while ago, and we produced a highlights video of everything that we did during lockdown, and I still watch it and go, wow, we actually did that. But it's totally changed our way of thinking. I mean, our players were producing videos in their home. If you're a professional player in an orchestra, the quality of your performance is up there, and the quality of the audio has to be as important if you're doing a recording. So there was a lot of work in trying to persuade the musicians, just relax.
That's their product.
Yeah, your jeans and a t-shirt, and just, so eventually, as more and more produced videos and it got good response, then more came on board. We did our first online concert ever last Christmas at the Waterfront Hall. We've produced, it was in March, we did these Mindful March videos. We did schools concerts online. We did relaxed performances for people with autism, and we did so much. We did an advent calendar last Christmas, which had a video every single day. So we went from 23 YouTube subscribers to, it's now 945, which was great. But again, we were looking at what other orchestras were doing as well, who have bigger teams and they've specific digital teams. And like I had to learn video production, because initially it was my colleague Miriam and I having to edit and produce these videos. So it was YouTube tutorials on how to video edit, but that's what we got. A lot of PR as well for what we were doing. We collaborated with Ryan McMullen.
Yes.
For a piece for the NHS, and that's now achieved, I think, 64,000 views to date. So a digital strategy was needed. It actually, lockdown gave us the chance to take a step back and say, okay, we're great at doing the normal marketing, PR, all of that. We haven't been so great at doing the digital, and this is the way forward.